Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, and on this channel I'm creating and showing you the bullet journal spread setups and other creative artworks. Can you believe it's already January? A new year means a fresh start, the new goals, and of course brand new bullet journal setup. In today's video, I'm so excited to show you my January bullet journal spreads. Thinking about the start of the year, the first months, and what it means to me, I came to a wonderful idea. First of all, the January is the winter's months, and in the winter we all want some coziness, some warmth, a little bit of a chill, and a little bit of a laziness. So I decided to dedicate the first months of the year to cats and knitting. Knitting, by the way, is one of my favorite hobbies ever. I'll walk you through how I set up my trackers, mood log, calendar, and more. So grab a cup of tea or coffee and let's get started. Before diving into my January setup, let me first share the tools that brought it to life. I used a single alcohol-based sketch marker, a koi coloring brush pen, a selection of Tombow double brush markers, and my ever-trusted Mitsubishi ink liner. As for the notebook that holds it all together this month, I've chosen the elegant Hiver books. Hiver books and sketch marker, both Ukrainian brands, stand out for their remarkable quality. I relied on sketch markers and Hiver books notebooks for Inktober and other ink and marker based artwork. However, when it comes to bullet journaling, I encountered the same issue I mentioned in my previous video, which you'll find linked in the upper right corner. The notebook's paper lacks the dotted grid, making structured layouts such as sleep or habit logs more time consuming, as each line must be carefully drawn manually with a ruler. Now let's return to this month's theme. When I was a child, I had a cat, and as I've mentioned before, I've always loved knitting. Naturally, she would play with the balls of yarn, tumbling and pawing at them with endless curiosity. That memory inspired me to create this cozy, slightly lazy setup. This is my first attempt at drawing cat doodles. I wanted them to resemble soft, fluffy little pudding rolls of warmth. Cats and knitting symbolize comfort, patience, and artistry. Cats are often associated with curiosity, independence, and playfulness, while knitting represents craftsmanship, rhythm, and the joy of creating something with one's own hands. Together, I think they form a team that blends serenity with creativity, making it perfect for a bullet journal. This theme I could also serve as a metaphor for life. Just like knitting, life is a continuous thread of experiences, sometimes tangled but always coming together in a meaningful way. Cats, with their carefree and intuitive nature, remind us to embrace spontaneously and find joy in the simple moments. A cats and knitting theme goes beyond aesthetic. It fosters a sense of relaxation and mindfulness. Knitting, like bullet journaling, requires patience and attention to detail, encouraging a slow and intentional approach to both creativity and productivity. Meanwhile, cats embody the importance of rest, curiosity, and play, reminding me to balance work with the moments of peace and joy. This theme, I think, also perfect for colder months, when the idea of curling up with a warm cup of tea, a soft blanket, and a purring cat creates a sense of comfort. It makes the journaling process feel like a gentle, cozy ritual where each page becomes a place of inspiration and self-care. In the conclusion of first cover spread, I want to say that Cats and Knitting theme in bullet journaling is a perfect blend of creativity, I believe warmth, and charm. It transforms ordinary planning into an artistic and soothing experience, reminding us to be patient with our progress, embrace creativity, and find joy in the simple everyday moments. Just like a ball of yarn, life may sometimes feel tangled, but with time, patience, and a little playfulness, everything eventually comes together beautifully. That concludes my January cover page, a fresh start to a new month. What theme did you choose for January? I'd love to hear about it in the comment section. The next spread is calendar setup. Beyond organization, a well-structured calendar layout offers psychological benefits. It reduces anxiety by decluttering the mind, enhances productivity through visual accountability, and fosters the sense of accomplishment and as tasks are checked off. The act of designing and maintaining a calendar layout also serves as a mindful, meditative practice promoting self-care and intentional living. Calendar layout in bullet journaling is not only a planning tool, it is a reflection of personal priorities, artistic expression, and structured mindfulness. Whether minimalist or elaborate, each layout serves as a roadmap to achieving goals while adding an element of joy to the process. Here is where my laziness revealed itself. As always, I began with a pencil sketch, a habit I follow for all my artworks. This time, I carefully laid out the grid for 31 days of January. To add a touch of creativity, I wove the grid into the shape of knitting yarn, its lines flowing from the pair of yarn balls nestled within the frame. Along the edges of the pages, I wove the curious touch of filling paws, playfully attempting to tangle the calendar's yarn-like threads into their own fancy creations. That was my calendar for January 2025. The next spread is the place for my sleep and mood trackers. In the fast-paced world we live in, self-care and mental well-being often take a backseat to daily responsibilities. In bullet journaling, sleep and mood trackers serve as essential tools for self-awareness, helping you recognize patterns, identify triggers, and make informed changes to improve your well-being. I prepared a layout for my sleep log off camera to save a few minutes. The past couple of years have been incredibly challenging, a time marked by a lack of discipline, dwindling physical and emotional energy, and a slow abandonment of nearly everything that once brought me balance. Even my bedtime routine, once a simple act of self-care, fell by the wayside. Burnout weighed so heavily on me that some days even getting out of bed felt impossible. The burden of daily tasks became overwhelming, each one stacking upon the other until they felt irresistible. But now I want to reclaim what I lost. I want to remind myself before anyone else that 2025 will be my sleep and beauty year, a time of restoration, renewal, and reconnection with the habits that nourish me. Sleep, mood, self-care, slowly but surely I will bring them all back into rhythm. I designed my mood trackers as an unbroken thread woven through 31 balls of knitting yarn, a visual representation of my emotions, intertwined like the fabrics of daily life. Instead of the usual lists or charts, I wanted something more fluid, creative, and expressive. This design feels more organic, allowing me to track my moods in a way that mirrors the flow of my emotions. Tangled at times, smooth at others, but always connected. Sleep and mood are deeply intertwined. Poor sleep often leads to irritability, anxiety, and difficulty concentrating, while stable emotional health promotes better sleep quality. By maintaining both a sleep and mood tracker in a bullet journal, you can observe how one affects the other. I also want to note that the sketch marker I used for the gray cat isn't the best choice for bullet journaling in this particular notebook. The ink bleeds through the pages, as you'll see in the next spread. Just as sleep affects mood, emotions fluctuate due to various internal and external factors. A mood tracker provides a visual representation of emotional well-being over time. By journaling daily moods, whether through a color-coded chart, emoji system, or descriptive words, patterns become clearer. For example, someone may notice that exercise improved their mood or that work stress impacts their emotions more than they realized. Mood tracking encourages mindfulness and self-reflection, helping to make adjustments to improve mental state. Okay, let's get back to the current spread, which is for the habits tracker and achievements. A habit tracker is a simple yet effective way to monitor daily routines and reinforce positive behaviors. Whether it's drinking enough water, exercising, reading, or practicing mindfulness, tracking habits provide structure and accountability. Each colored box on a habit tracker serves as a small victory, reinforcing the habit through repetition and visual progress. I prepared the layout for my habits behind the camera here also. Moreover, habit tracking offers insight into consistency patterns. If a habit remains unmarked for days or weeks, it prompts reflection why it is difficult to maintain. Are there obstacles preventing success? I've chosen 6 habits to revive during my sleep and beauty year, a time of renewal and self-care. These include working out, drawing, reading, studying, content creation, and stretching. Each one represents a thread in the blade of my well-being, and as I weave them back into my daily life, I hope to restore balance, creativity, and discipline. What are your habits you want to incorporate into your life this year? Write down in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. Just as habit tracking promotes consistency, documenting achievements fosters motivation and self-confidence. Too often, people focus on future goals without acknowledging how far they've already come. Keeping track of achievements, both big and small, creates a mindset shift, transforming self-doubt into self-appreciation. Achievements can range from completing a book to reaching a fitness milestone or overcoming a personal challenge. Writing them down in a bullet journal solidifies these successes, providing a tangible reminder of progress. On difficult days, looking back at the past accomplishments can be an uplifting source of encouragement. Here I want to share with you the quote I've chosen for this month, words of wisdom from the legendary statesman Winston Churchill. Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. To me, these words serve as a powerful reminder that no matter how many times we stumble, we must rise again and keep moving forward. Life is a remarkable journey, and you'll find the pieces of yourself along the way, slowly shaping the person we are meant to become. So never give up, persistence is the key to growth. Speaking of Churchill, one L or two. As you might have noticed, the cat I drew on the previous page has bled through onto the other side. This is exactly what I meant when I said alcohol markers aren't the best choice for bullet journaling on this type of paper. Perhaps on thicker pages they wouldn't bleed through as much. The next spread marks the first week of January with a small gratitude list. Gratitude has never come easily to me, perhaps because my childhood and early 20s were far from joyful. I was born in a poor family, and for the first 20 to 25 years of my life, I was a wounded girl in a constant state of survival. Back then, the thought of being grateful never ever crossed my mind. But as the years passed, I accumulated not only material possessions, but also experiences, each one shaping me, each one bringing me closer to a life where I can finally say I have almost everything I need to be happy. And for that, I am profoundly grateful. These things, both tangible and emotional, were hard-won and spoils of a relentless battle. I do not diminish my own achievements, but now more than ever, I wish to nurture deeper gratitude for this world, for the opportunities it offers, and for the freedom to chase and attain the life I desire. In bullet journaling, gratitude serves as a mindful practice that shifts focus toward positivity and appreciation. By regularly noting things you're grateful for, big or small, you cultivate a habit of recognizing joy, progress, and the good in everyday life. This simple act fosters a more optimistic mindset, reduces stress, and helps create a deeper sense of contentment. And that was my first week of January and small gratitude list spread. Let's move closer to the finish line. The next spread's designed for the following January weeks. January marks the beginning of a new year, a time for fresh starts, renewed motivation, and setting intentions for the months ahead. In bullet journaling, weekly logs play a crucial role in organizing tasks, tracking progress, and maintaining a sense of structure. They serve as a bridge between long-term goals and daily to-do lists, offering a space to plan, reflect, and adapt as the weeks unfold. A weekly log in a bullet journal is a versatile spread that provides a snapshot of the week ahead. Unlike daily logs, which focus on individual days, weekly logs offer a broader view, making it easier to track multiple commitments, appointments, and goals at once. This structure helps balance productivity and self-care by allowing space to both responsibilities and moments of rest. January's weekly logs, in particular, carry a special significance. They set a tone for the year, I think, reflecting new resolutions, habits, and aspirations. Whether one is focusing on fitness, creative projects, personal growth, or simply staying organized, a well-designed weekly spread ensures that these priorities remain in focus. In designing my weekly spreads, I choose to divide them into 6 distinct sections. 5 devoted to the weekdays, from Monday through Friday, and a singular space reserved for the weekend. This structure is intentional, a quiet ode to balance. The work week, with its measured rhythm and ceaseless tasks, claims the lion's share of my planner, while Saturday and Sunday are left clean, open to the art of leisure. I have always cherished my weekends as sacred moments of restfulness, a time for obligations loosen their grip, and I can surrender to the gentle cadence of rest, relaxation, and unhurried delight. The aesthetic of my weekly spread mirrors the essence of the entire team, an understated yet playful simplicity. Each day is framed with the delicate curve of a ball of yarn, a thread unraveling from its heart, winding gracefully across the pages like the curling path of time itself. There is something poetic in the motion of thread, a quiet metaphor for the way our days weave together into the grand rug of life. Adding a touch of whimsy, I have scattered a few mischievous, curious paths along the edges, tiny reminders of spontaneity and joy, of the small yet significant distractions that brings warmth to our days. These playful figures reach for the yarn, eager to tangle themselves in its soft embrace, much like we, in our way, find ourselves entangled in the moments that shape our lives. Every day is a fresh canvas, a chance to write your story with courage and purpose. Even the smallest steps brings you closer to your dreams, and every challenge is a lesson in strength. Believe in your journey, embrace the unknown, and trust that growth comes in the moments of struggle and triumph alike. You are capable, resilient, and worthy of success, so keep going, keep shining, and never stop believing in yourself. Bullet journaling is more than just an organizational tool. It is the space for creativity, self expression, and personal inspiration. Choosing a monthly or weekly theme adds a touch of personality to each spread, making the journaling experience both enjoyable and visually appealing. One particularly cozy and whimsical theme, I believe, is cats and knitting, a combination that evokes warmth, relaxation, and creativity. And that was my January 2025 setup. I hope you enjoy watching. Thank you so much for watching my January bullet journal setup video. I hope you find some inspiration for your own setup and feel ready to tackle this month with creativity and focus. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell button so you won't miss any future uploads. And let me know in the comments what's your theme for the January, or maybe what's the most important goal you're setting for this month. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you again for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!